everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Happy New Year's, everybody. In today's late season matchup, we have two teams who have victory on their minds. It's the everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Happy New Year, everybody. In today's late season matchup, we have two teams who have victory on their minds. It's the Bengals going up against the Ravens.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. Returning it, John Ross. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the rookie from Oklahoma, it's Joe Mixon. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Fresh set of downs here. Now a play fake here on first down. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. First down throw coming for Dalton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kamale Correa in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Throw left side complete to Ross. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Now Mixon. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. The play fake to Hill. Dalton. Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he slides to avoid the hit. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Now they run with Mixon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And this seemingly endless drive continues. And now it's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. A big play that time for the Ravens. 43 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw, dancing to his left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd down.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength. He showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
Flacco, and a grab here by Gilmore. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And that's off the left upright, but it caroms right in. How about that? The kick is good. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. The Jets are out to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been in an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is... First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And Dalton to throw. And caught right side, Green. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard at the 44-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now Hill, and an alley to run. There goes Jeremy Hill, 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jeremy Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. To return, here's Michael Campanaro. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A busy final day for you coming up in the NFL. Final day of the year as well. 11 other games going on as we speak. And then coming up later this afternoon, 2 games each from the AFC West and NFC West, all kicking off at the same time. Raiders, Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos, Cardinals, Seahawks, Niners, Rams.
Loving it. Loving it.
And then that's it for the 2017 regular season. It'll be Happy New Year time. And, Charles, you going to dust off Auld Lang Syne for us tonight?
Meet me at midnight, baby. You'll find out.
Hard pass. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Play action. Flacco. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And they say officially it's a 68-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
They'll run here with Mixon. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Being chased out left. Now he's going to go up. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And that one results in 35 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Eifert, the man in motion. In motion left goes Boyd. Snap came at 1. Now here's Dalton. Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Here's Dalton. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal. Couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, you know, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
And this one caught by Max Williams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Operating off play action. Flacco. He's going to fire one deep. Middle of the... Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And he pushed it right. It's no good. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he's got some space here. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. It's second down. Dalton looking. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Over the middle, complete. It's Boyd. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, got stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Second down, Dalton. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And now look at him go. 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Around the NFL, second quarter in Atlanta. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. And they're going to go soft on the corners. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And an alley to run. The 40. The 30. And a cut to the right and some open field here. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something? You're
thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game.
And that's caught inside the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Flacco off play action. Steps away to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So now the offense is facing a first down and 20 after that last mistake. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Second down, it's Dixon. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now Flacco. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Tucker's kick right there. It's so no update from Larry after 17 weeks. Folks are saying, let's get on with the show. So we'll oblige as we get you set for the second half kickoff. Around the NFL, second quarter in Atlanta. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved out to an early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Flacco to Perriman, and the Ravens have a first.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Now Flacco. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Terrell Suggs in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down. Shift together here from the D-line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Flacco and the Ravens now, after the sack, need something good here on 3rd and long. Here's Flacco. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Ross on the return. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Bengals.
Hey, rookie, that's the way to make an impression. Return one for a touchdown.
Yeah, welcome to the party. We saw him fielding those punts before the game, and he just had a little bit of a look in his eye, didn't he?
He did. He was a confident young man, and now we know why.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This will be fielded at the 8. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the...
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And the pressure gets to him again. Jordan Evans in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Flacco and the Ravens now, after the sack, need something good here on 3rd and long. Flacco. Looking for Macklin, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Call it an 8-yard pickup, but it'll be 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Dalton. Flush to his right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On 2nd down, Hill. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And the Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Dalton bootlegs out. On the right side, caught by Green. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get 1st downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On play action, they'll throw. Going up top. And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 50 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Passing play, Flacco. And he's going to go down again. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Jeremy Langford is in. He gets the carry. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Quick slant. That's caught by the veteran Macklin. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Bengals will get the football back. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They stick on the ground on first down with Hill, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited, because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock, because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. That is caught inside the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play, because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here come the Ravens. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the... They got his man complete. The 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way. Setting up to throw, Flacco.
Complete to Gilmore over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Flacco, he's going to look deep for Perriman. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Not running. Dalton wants to throw. Green with a catch left side. And oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
So the fumble recovery, now Flacco to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Incomplete on first down. Now Flacco on second. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 21. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Again, it's Hill. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down, and he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Now the Bengals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. So Dalton now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Flacco once more. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off right around the 43. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.